Great sunrise, family. Great sunrise. I'm literally in the wild out here. You're also used to me walking, anyways. But today, I'm walking some miles. I got a meeting to go to. Let me fix this camera. Yeah, I had walked all the way from the dealership, and I'm walking all the way back to my daughter's school for a meeting. And then we have issues with the car tire today. Well, over the weekend, unfortunately, of course, uh, since you all haven't seen me active that much, except for I think it was Friday night, or it may have been Saturday. I did a little something, but I think it was Saturday. That's when we noticed the tire was flat. Saturday. So luckily, I got a lot of things out of the way during the week, but we can't be having flat tires. But that's what I'm dealing with now. So except for getting it replaced, and I have to walk down here to back to my daughter's school. I had to hurry up and drop them off because with the flat tire, you don't know when it's going to lose all the air. So then I wanted to come on quickly here this morning and do some spiritual talk about what Will Smith did and how I see a lot of our wealthy blacks, because over the weekend I also was able to catch a documentary on black, not only the people that buy black, but successful black people. I watched three different documentaries that I want to talk about on my computer when I get to the house. We can look at these documentaries. And also, there was a talker, this lady that did a TikTok on her husband and this nurse named Bailey, this white nurse. Well, it's a black couple, and they had lost a child. They had lost their daughter. Oh, let me get on the other side. It's a sidewalk over there. It's not a well, I'm on the sidewalk, but it ends, and on the other side might be better for me because I don't think that sidewalk ends. Oh, I hate these grass because you never know what you might be stepping on in it. Okay, I'm good. I got the road to myself. Let's let's make a Hollywood movie. The streets are empty. Well, anyways. Hey, brother Bakari, welcome. I was supposed to do the stretches. I'm still gonna exercise today. I think I'm going to go to the gym because I got a spring clean. Remember, organization. I started over the weekend cleaning because I didn't have the car. So I had already cleaned the car Friday, but the car has to go back in the shop again next Monday because I had an incident in the parking lot. I had an incident in the parking lot, and everybody wants to say it's my fault until I threw out the evidence. So I don't know what they're saying now, but it's the incident in the parking lot was so minute that I don't even care whose fault it is anymore. It was just a stupid situation that could have been avoided, I guess, on my part. But That's neither here or there. It's not that deep. So, like I said, the car has to go back in the shop next Monday, but I am going to do stretches after this ordeal gets worked out. And after, because I got to walk this, I'm letting y'all see how far I have to walk. I walked from all the way there. Well, you can't really see where I walked from, but you can get a pretty good idea. So now I have to walk all the way back to my daughter's school for a meeting that starts at 9:30. And hopefully, I think I'll make it, because in a car, it would just be it'll be a good 10 minutes. In the car, it would have been a good 10 minutes, but walking, it's probably a good another 20 minutes or a good 30 minutes. So it's 9:04. So I should get there for a decent time. But I walk so fast sometimes. So in itself, it's I don't have to get on the elliptical today. I'm sorry. I don't have to get on the elliptical today. So that is good. That is good. But I'm focusing on my feet. I'm focusing on my feet because I don't want no pains. I don't really want to feel no pains. But I've been, like I told you guys about reflexology and being aware of your feet, your knees, and your legs, because we're very active people anyways, naturally. So I watch when I bend down, because I tend to bend down a lot, and I make a seat with my knees, and I sit. There are a lot of people, I noticed when I was living in Bahrain, a lot of men do that over there. They'll squat and make a seat, so they're not sitting flat on the ground, but they're using their body as a seat. You become a seat. So you're using your knees a lot in that effort, and your feet, because you're putting pressure on your feet to hold you up. I guess that position kind of balances itself out a little bit for everything. But your feet is where everything starts. So I did go to the doctor about my knees, both knees and both feet. And I have to get Orthix put in my shoes. But then at the same time, my feet skin is smooth and nice now, because, I've been more aware. It took some time. A hard head makes a soft ass, right? So it took some time for me to realize, okay, if I don't want this in my feet anymore, hard calluses, skin peeling, blood, all this other junk happening, which is unnatural to happen to your feet. It just takes a little extra care, tender loving care for our feet. Stop letting my toenails grow out too long. Oh, they squat in Korea? Yeah, that squat. Yeah, I've seen them squat in Korea. I saw that on television. Yeah. I know. Like the old country, a lot of people do that. And I think it is a balanced position. I can give it that. Because I think you put an equal amount of pressure on your feet and your knees. So it's kind of like a relaxing position as well. It's not a harsh position, I don't think. this out of character, well, in character behavior. I learned one thing in acting school. You have to give yourself time because sometimes you can't lose, psychologically, you can't lose those characters that you play in movies. And it's a good career for bipolar people. Acting is a good career for bipolar people because I say it like this. It's a way of getting you to train you to control and know how to cut on and cut off your emotions. We don't know when Will begins and when he ends. And I don't think he knows when he begins and ends. But it's an issue unless you naturally, if you're a normal person, I'm meaning a person who doesn't suffer from bipolar, it actually induces the bipolar in you because you're having to go in and out of character, and you got to give yourself time between movies, between characters, changing those characters, because I had experienced it in acting class where I went into character because I practiced this for this character, and it becomes you. And people in theater also have this problem. It takes them some time to let go or detach from the character that they play, because after a while that character becomes you put on a glove and it fits, you make it fit, you formed it to yourself, so now it's yours. So it takes some time to really drop out of character, and it's a hard, tough, I think, life to live, character after character after character. And Will Smith is a good actor. Chris Rock is a good comedian. What Will Smith did was unacceptable. I can't accept it. I can't accept anybody touching, laying hands on anyone who didn't lay hands on you, especially in the conditions that we live in as Black folks, as Nubian folks, what have you, as Bantus. The whole thing is, it's something that shouldn't be done like it was done. Ooh, I gotta cross the street again. Because they actually have a sidewalk. It shouldn't have been done or handled in that matter. Like I said, I was watching how and admiring how some of our people, because I always admire our people who make it to be billionaires, millionaires, without utilizing entertainment, but their own ingenuity, their own innovations, creations, intuitiveness, thought process. That's what I admire, and that's what I acclaim to or want to become. I admire it, and I want to become. I want to be like that. I want to be the one helping my people, not the one asking for help. So I have to get out here and use these skills and everything that I've been given in life to do that, to do that, to make that my goal, you know. And I have that natural determination, self determination, you know, that natural self determination. So when I see Will go against us as a people, our whole, after authors so white, authors, Oscars, Oscars so white, I'm sorry, that takes me back. And that makes me question the my people. Is the ones who made it, are they good characters? Are they good people? Or does it take a doggy dog pull you down, step on you person to get ahead in the world? You see, he proved me right by going up and smacking his brother in front of the masses, the masters. Okay? The masses. Because he was wrong. According to Neely Fuller Jr., that is unacceptable behavior. That is behavior that it is equivalent to my brothers and sisters shooting each other on the streets, fighting each other on the streets. It's equivalent to that. Why tear down your brother? Why tear down your sister? In public. In public. Especially at quote unquote Oscars so white. You know, this emotional instability and being too full of self, that the abomination is a part of this as well. Very much better believe the abomination is behind this, because norality, what they call it, noble, when you want to be known, norality, when you want to be known, well known, norality, or something like that. When you want to be well known for something, this is what, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You said, Nikki Naga to the rescue. Hey, sister. She says that wasn't his brother. They're all that boule. And then in that situation, Chris followed the master's orders and Will acted accordingly. Yeah, sister. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. That's why I'm grateful my path turned from me being going into the theater, going into acting. I'm glad my path saved me. And it wasn't no Jesus. It wasn't no Jesus, because I did put $20 in the church in those days that I was struggling over decision making in my life. And Jesus didn't yield me nothing when I was broke and didn't have no income. But one thing did yield me something was my own ingenuity, my own brain, my own soul speaking to me, you know, and the ancestors that were all the spirits that were around me that were telling me that you will not be in a good place. This will not benefit you. You see what I'm saying? So I had to realize that it takes a certain kind of personality, not not according to the stars' personality, because this world is abomination, ruled by the abomination. So we're not going by someone's natural birth signs. It was fakery and foolery, the illusion. So they want to take personalities that have put themselves in a situation that are off. They're off. That are off mentally and make them stars and feed off their energies. Feed off our people's energies. Make them fake stars, not real stars, but fake stars. So that's what we're dealing with. And that's why you really don't want to deal with a lot of the things in this system and this within this abomination's mind, because everything of the abomination is played out in this illusion. So, and it's not going to be balanced and it's not going to be right until you make it right. Until you make it right, you have to make it right, family. We have to make it right. So that's how that works. That's how that works. Oh, wow, my timing is good. Let's see. Ooh. So basically, that's all we the ones that are humble, the ones that are humble is us, and we're yet to come into our fortune. Unfortunately, the ones that are not humble are the ones we see on TV. The ones we see who got their fortune from dealing in this abomination system. So that's what happened. But our day is coming closer and closer, because you know what was revealed? This truth right here was revealed through the actions that Will took. You think I want to be smacked? No. So it's a understanding. It's an understanding, because I've seen white people get cracked up on. And yes, they may not agreed or liked what was said. And we've all seen that on TV displayed, because they show the people's faces. But nobody got up and smacked anybody, they may have later talked to them and said that wasn't cool or what have you. But we need to do better because money has brought out the worst in our people, and we got to learn from this. We got to learn from this. That's not acceptable. And guess what? The end result could very possibly be that Chris Rock can sue him for everything and Red Table Talk. And guess what will happen? She'll be wearing cheap wigs from the Asian stores and trying to live the best life they can live because they're going to be forced to be humbled. They will be forced to be humble people. They're going to be forced to be humble because that's unacceptable behavior. Chris Rock didn't say anything wrong. He complimented her. She should play G.I. Jane. She's beautiful. There was nothing wrong with that. But how'd she take it? And why did she take it like that? That's the classic display of ego and pride. Because before, I thought they were separating. Which is the darndest thing. You never know what's going on. You never know. So I will, once I get the car fixed, probably try to make it to the gym and do some stretches, focus on the stretches and stuff like that. And maybe some yoga. I'm going to start doing yoga with my girls because kids need more of that, especially outside walking. We used to do that all the time. We need to get back into that as the weather is warming up and stuff. So I could have crossed there, but yeah, it's starting to warm up already. And I was thinking warm up, because it was going to be a cold, chilly walk for me. A cold and chilly walk for me. But it actually warmed up. I'm running across the street now. I'm almost at her school. So that's all I wanted to talk about. But that's my perspective on the situation. And I don't give Will Smith any kudos for that. Because it makes us look really awful as a people. And we look awful because of the hand that plays the fiddle behind us. So with that said, always remember, true love, real peace, and the higher self within. So, till next time, peace, family.